Now, the NAMM 2021 product preview livestream literally just concluded, and there's some awesome music gear that's going to be coming later this year. Now, in this video, I want to talk about some of the announcements from Gibson, and this is the announcements of their Artist Signature line of guitars that will be releasing throughout this year, because some of these guitars they're making has really surprised me, and I'm super excited for pretty much all of them. Now, it is 2 a.m. right now here in the UK as of filming this video, so please bear with me if I make any silly mistakes because it is really late and I'm super tired, but I really want to make this video because I'm excited about this announcement. Now, there is a huge list of artists getting signature models from Gibson this year. We've got Emily Wolf, Marcus King, Kirk Douglas. His SGs look really, really cool. And we also have some stuff coming from Kramer, which is obviously Gibson's sort of a brother, sister company, whatever you want to call it, that do more 80s metal style looking guitars. Now, I'm not going to dive too much into those in today's video because there's 3 guitars that I specifically want to talk about that's coming from Gibson. And the first one is Jared James Nichols' brand new gold top Epiphone Les Paul. Now, there's a lot of rumors about this coming. It kind of got leaked in a sort of a tutorial he did on Gibson's channel where he's talking about some blues guitar techniques. Now, this guy is a really cool guitarist. You've probably heard of him. If not, you've probably seen him on the likes of Instagram because he pops up everywhere doing his cool little guitar solos. Now, I was quite a fan of his previous signature model that was released through Epiphone, which was his Old Glory. Now, this was kind of like a Les Paul custom type of aesthetic it had. It was all black, had an ebony fingerboard, very high spec for the price point, and it had a single P90 pickup, which was quite a cool sort of vibe. He likes to go for a simplistic setup with his guitars because he says it pushes him more creatively, having less options in terms of the pickups and all that type of stuff on his instrument. Now, one thing I really didn't like about the Old Glory was the stupid sticker that was located below the bridge that said Blues Power. Me personally, I thought it totally distracted and took away from the aesthetics of such a simple and beautiful guitar. Well, luckily now with the gold top, everything looks like it's going to be pretty much the same. They haven't announced any specifications so far, so I'm assuming everything is exactly the same as the Old Glory, but now it's obviously being called the Gold Glory, which is pretty funny. But the cool thing about the Gold Glory is the Blues Power has now been relocated to the headstock on the sort of truss rod adjustment cover, which I think looks a lot stylisher, pretty similar to where you would put custom if it was a custom shop. I think it's a much better placement. It doesn't ruin the look of the guitar. It really shows off the beautiful gold top, which looks incredible. And I think it's a really nice overall guitar. Now, I'm probably going to guess this guitar will be priced around £649. That's just an assumption because they haven't announced it yet, because currently you can get the Old Glory for around £569 here in the UK. So obviously it's going to be a bit of a premium for the gold top version because of the hype around it and it being the newer model. But I think it's going to be a very affordable guitar for the price to performance, and it looks really cool. Probably one of the coolest guitars Epiphone will be releasing. Now, the Gold Glory is estimated to be releasing in April of 2021, which is actually surprisingly pretty soon. Now, we will actually probably take a look at this guitar on the channel because it's relatively affordable, and also I'm really dying to check out a gold top Les Paul. I've never actually seen a gold top Les Paul other than in like a shop briefly, so it'd be quite cool to actually try that out. Also with a P90, I've never tried P90 configuration on a Les Paul either, just sort of the standard humbuckers I've used previously, so that would be something that'd be interesting to sort of check out. Now, this next announcement is hands down going to be my favorite announcement of NAMM 2021, and the show literally only started an hour ago. And this is the Alex Lifeson Les Paul Standard Artist Signature Model. I cannot express how excited I am for this Les Paul. Seriously, I am the world's biggest Rush fan. For today's video, I specifically put on a Rush t-shirt, my Neil Peart R40 t-shirt, to show my support. And honestly, I can't believe we're actually getting another signature model with Alex Lifeson's name on it. Now, years and years ago, they did a Les Paul Access signature model, which had a piezo pickup in there, had a Floyd Rose, and I think it was more of a custom shop style guitar that was a limited run. And I was absolutely devastated that I never got to get one. I was so gutted because I'm just a huge Rush fan and a huge nerd for Alex Lifeson, Geddy Lee, all of the guys put together. Now we're going to be getting a new one, and I have no idea what the guitar is. They haven't showed anything on this guitar. We haven't got a picture, we haven't got a trailer. I'm assuming it's going to be in the red crimson finish from the picture they used of Alex Lifeson, obviously using the older one. So it's obviously must be some sort of reissue, maybe a more affordable version. But there's something interesting to talk about here, because last year at NAMM 2020, there was an Epiphone Alex Lifeson signature model teased at the stand, but nobody ever talked of it. It was literally in an Anderton's video for about 3 seconds, and there was no news of it from that point. So I don't know whether that's being cancelled and being replaced by this Gibson one, or whether that will be coming out at the same time as a bit of a combination for 2 different options. I'm really excited to see how this evolves, and we will be 100% getting the Gibson Les Paul access of the Alex Lifeson. It's 100% happening. I'm not missing out on this another time. Now, the Alex Lifeson Les Paul Access standard is estimated to be releasing in June of 2021, which isn't too far away, but it isn't soon enough. Seriously, I wish it was releasing in like a week's time. I can't wait for this guitar. Now, obviously, this wouldn't be a Gibson guitar signature model video if we didn't mention Slash. Obviously, he was huge last year with his double neck that got announced and his full Les Paul and Slash signature range with the J45 acoustics. They were extremely popular amongst pretty much everybody, loved them. They were pretty well priced, to be fair. Double neck was a little bit expensive, but the Les Paul standards were pretty reasonable for what they were with Slash's name on. But now we're getting an affordable version of the exact same lineup. I don't know about the double neck, that hasn't been confirmed, but we are getting all of the Les Pauls that were released last year, but in Epiphone configurations, and we're also going to be getting the J45 acoustics in an Epiphone configuration. Now, once again, Gibson haven't officially announced any of this. This is just being leaked on Slash's Instagram, which basically just means it's confirmed. And we will find out more on Friday because Gibson actually have an event scheduled then where they're going to obviously break down all of their products in detail. So I'll be doing a more in-depth video further once we get more information on the guitars I've mentioned in today's video. But I like that they're doing this. The more affordable versions of the awesome guitars that were released last year, just giving more access to everyone for whatever the price point they're at so they can enjoy their favorite artists' guitars. Now, all of Gibson's artist signature guitars announced this year at NAMM 2021 have all been really impressive, both in their aesthetics and also the specifications of what we can expect, the features that will be present. Now, there's still more to be announced as the products develop and get nearer to the release, so I'll do updates when they occur. But obviously, I can't unfortunately talk about everybody's guitar that got announced in that trailer because we'd be here all day. But I wanted to say one last thing about the Kirk Douglas SG. I think this is a really cool guitar from a value for money perspective and also the customization features that are present on it. Now, obviously this guy was on the Late Late Show in the Roots band, I think it was. Obviously I don't know too much about that because I'm in the UK. I don't really watch American TV, but he's a really awesome guitarist. I checked out some videos, absolutely sick. But the cool thing about his SG, there's 2 different colors. We've got an Inverness green, which is pretty nice. Then we have a sort of black beauty type finish, which looks like a Gibson custom shop. Now, the crazy thing about his SG signature line is they look like custom shop guitars. They have like a custom shop style headstock and all that type of stuff. However, they're actually SG standards, which means they're very affordable. So you get a very sexy looking guitar because it looks like a custom shop at a standard price. They're around $2,499. Now, something that's really cool about the specs of his SG is really unique in terms of how he's kitted this out. Now, the cool thing about the 3 trio of the humbucker pickups, these are coil tabs. So you can pull up the little, I think it's a tone knob, I think. You can pull it up, push and pull, and it goes into single coil mode. So you have a very versatile rock guitar all the way through to like a Strat style guitar with one SG, which I've never seen coil tab before in a Gibson. It's obviously existed before, but I've never seen it before on like a model this accessible. Another cool thing is the price. Now, it looks like it's a Gibson custom shop. If you look at the headstock, it looks like a Gibson custom shop. Everything about it screams Gibson custom shop, but it's actually a Gibson standard guitar. So this means it has the look of a custom shop, but the price of a standard. So for $2,499, you can get this guitar that looks more expensive than it actually is, which I think is pretty cool and very unique. Now, a final thing that's awesome about this guitar is the additional volume control that's actually placed on the pick guard. Now, this means you have a very ergonomical volume control to control the volume swells, to do up and down on the volume. Very, very nicely placed, because the problem I have with Gibsons in general is the volume pots are located too far away to do really quick volume swells uniquely without having a volume pedal, compared to other guitars on the market, like my PRS has a very conveniently placed volume knob. Now, let me know in the comment section down below which is your favorite guitar that was announced from Gibson in their signature lineup. Me personally, it's the Alex Lifeson by far. Absolutely loving it. But if you've enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and also consider subscribing for all of the NAMM 2021 news that will be announced and released throughout the next few days. I'll be doing more videos just like this one. But I've been Ben Rollins. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.